Imagine a monkey so strange-looking that for centuries, explorers thought it was a myth, a creature with a bald, blood-red face that looks almost human, living deep in the Amazon. Picture this. You're trekking through the flooded forests of the western Amazon, a world of tangled vines and murky water. High in the canopy, you spot a troop of monkeys, but these aren't like any you've seen before. They have shaggy orange fur, short tails, and faces that are completely bald and flushed a startling, vivid red. It's the Uakari, one of the most unusual primates on Earth, and its face holds a secret that goes far beyond appearance. In fact, that crimson face isn't just a quirk of nature. It's a living, breathing health certificate, a signal so powerful it determines who lives, who mates, and who survives in one of the planet's most competitive environments. So why did evolution design a monkey that wears its health on its face? Literally. And what happens when that red glow fades away? To understand the Uakari, we have to venture into its world. A world of seasonal floods, fierce competition, and a survival strategy built on something we rarely see in the animal kingdom. Total transparency. The story begins in the Amazon basin, in a habitat known as the Várzea, flooded forests that spend months of the year underwater. This is the Uakari's kingdom. Unlike many monkeys, Uakaris can't swim well, and they have unusually short tails for balance. They've adapted to a life leaping between treetops, foraging for hard-to-crack seeds and unripe fruit that other animals can't eat. But living here comes with challenges. Parasites are everywhere, especially malaria-carrying mosquitoes. In an environment this demanding, being strong isn't enough. You have to be able to prove it, and that's where the Uakari's face comes in. You see, that bright red complexion isn't caused by pigments. It's the result of countless tiny blood vessels lying just beneath the skin. A rich network of capillaries runs close to the surface, and in a healthy Uakari, blood flows freely, creating that intense, glowing red color. But this isn't just about good circulation. That red face is a direct reflection of the monkey's overall health, specifically its resistance to diseases like malaria. When a Uakari is infected with malaria or another blood-borne illness, its immune system kicks into overdrive. The body diverts resources away from non-essential functions, like maintaining that vibrant facial color. Blood flow to the face decreases. The skin becomes pale, sometimes even yellowish or blotchy. In the world of the Uakari, a pale face is a billboard of sickness, and in a tight-knit social group, that's a death sentence. Because Uakaris don't hide weakness, they advertise it. Think about that for a second. In most of the animal kingdom, creatures try to conceal illness to avoid appearing vulnerable to predators or rivals. But Uakaris do the opposite. Their faces are honest signals. A bright red face means, I'm strong, I'm resistant to disease, and I have good genes. A pale face means, I'm struggling, I might not survive the next bout of fever. This honesty shapes every part of their society. When it comes to mating, females overwhelmingly choose males with the reddest faces. It's not about beauty in the way we think of it, it's about survival. By selecting a vibrant-faced mate, a female ensures her offspring will inherit those strong immune genes. She's investing in the next generation's ability to fight off the diseases that saturate their environment. But the face does more than attract mates. It also maintains social order. In a troop, the reddest-faced individuals often hold higher status. They get first access to food, the best resting spots, and more social grooming. A pale-faced Uakari, by contrast, may be shunned, pushed to the edges of the group, last to eat and more vulnerable to aggression. It sounds harsh, but in the flooded forest, there's no room for sentiment. A sick individual could spread disease or slow the troop down. By visually flagging health, Uakaris create a social structure that naturally filters out the weakest, ensuring the group as a whole remains resilient. Now you might wonder, how did this system evolve? Why would a trait that so openly reveals vulnerability ever become an advantage? The answer lies in the Uakari's unique ecological niche. In the Varzea forests, resources are scattered and seasons are extreme. During the flood season, the monkeys are confined to small patches of treetops. In these cramped conditions, disease can spread like wildfire. There's no room to hide sickness. So, over thousands of generations, Uakaris developed a system where health is constantly on display. This allows the group to make rapid, unconscious decisions about who to follow, who to avoid, and who to breed with, all without costly fights or prolonged conflicts. It's efficiency through transparency. But this system comes with risks. A Uakari with a naturally paler face, even if it's healthy, might be unfairly marginalized. And during times of stress or food shortage, even strong individuals can temporarily lose their red glow, leading to social setbacks. Still, the benefits outweigh the costs. This honest signaling has allowed Uakaris to thrive in an environment that many other primates avoid. They've turned a potential weakness, the inability to hide sickness, into their greatest strength. Today, Uakaris face new challenges. Habitat loss and hunting threaten their populations, but their unique faces continue to fascinate scientists. Researchers studying honest signaling, evolutionary biology, and even human health are looking at Uakaris as a living model of how visual cues can drive social and genetic outcomes. In a way, the Uakari's face is a mirror, not just of its own health, but of the health of its entire ecosystem. When the forests are intact and the balance is right, red faces glow under the Amazon sun. When the environment is under pressure, that glow dims. So the next time you see an image of a Uakari, that bald, crimson-faced monkey staring out from the leaves, remember what you're really looking at. You're seeing a biological masterpiece. A creature that wears its truth in plain sight. In a world full of deception and disguise, the Uakari stands out not despite its strange face, but because of it. What other animal do you think uses a surprising physical trait as a secret signal? Let me know in the comments. Your suggestion could be the focus of our next deep dive into the Animal Fact Vault.